Hello everyone, very good evening to all of you. So guys, in today's session, we are going to talk about how to prepare general awareness and banking awareness for your Nainital Bank probationary officer and customer service associate, right? So first of all, let's see what is our exam pattern. How many questions are going to come from the general awareness and banking. So guys, if you can see here, both for customer service associate and specialist officer, if you see here, general awareness and in bracket they have specifically mentioned with special reference to banking. There would be number of questions would be 40 with total 40 marks, all right, and you would be getting 20 minutes only. And the guys, please understand, the entire questions would be only in English language, right? So it means general awareness plus banking you have to cover. Now guys, don't get confused. See, general awareness, first understand the difference. In general awareness, we have to cover mostly current affairs only. But current affairs spanning across different themes. For example, national news, okay, international news, right? Sports, reports and indexes, defense, science tech, like this. It is huge. The span is very vast. You have to cover multiple aspects here. But they have specifically mentioned with special reference to banking. It means your majority focus should be on current affairs related with banking sector, banking and economy, we will say, right? For example, let's say if there is a news about some bank, you have to cover that. For example, let's say recently SBI has become the let's say in terms of market capitalization, it has become the sixth largest company, right? So these kind of current affairs we have to prepare. Okay, why? Because it is a part of general awareness, but we have to focus especially on the news which are related with banking sector. So in both the paper, okay, if either you are appearing for CSA or PO, the general awareness syllabus is same, right? Now again, guys, there are two parts. Okay, whatever we are going to read in general awareness and banking, there are two aspects. One is current affairs and second is static. I would be very clear to you, 90% of the questions would be from your current affairs, okay, which would be including everything. Okay, we call it current affairs or general awareness, whatever you want to say. Okay, it will include multiple topics. Static part is basically we would be dealing with topics like, let's say, RBI, let's say monetary policy, let's say monetary policy tool. So these are the static thing. You would get few questions from here also, but it would be very less, around 10%. So our major focus should be on general awareness and current affairs. That should be our strategy. So let's see what all the things we are going to cover in current affairs, or you can say general awareness. Okay. So what are the things we have to cover? So guys, international news, national news, economy related, we call this banking related also, banking, finance, economy, insurance, everything. Okay, in short, we call this theme as what? The BFSI sector, right? Defense related news, science and tech, and miscellaneous. Now guys, in miscellaneous, you would feel that this is a less important area, but no, this is the most vast, because in miscellaneous we would be reading about books and authors, we would be covering awards, we would be covering important days, here we would be covering sports, then obituary, important appointments, right? Important summits and agreements, MOUs, all these things would be covering in this particular miscellaneous topics. That's why this area is the, you can say, in terms of vastness, this is the most vast, right? So I've created a table here, guys. So international news, what type of news we have to cover, what type of current affairs we have to focus on. For example, some international organizations in news, okay, like IMF, World Bank, WTO, some important summits and agreement in terms of international relations, right? Like the COP summit, the recent COP30 happened in where? In Brazil. G20 summit, the ASEAN summit was recently happened, okay, and in ASEAN summit, what was the important news? Okay, one of the country has joined ASEAN as the 11th member. You are going to tell me what is the name of that country. That is a homework for you. All right. Then bilateral and multilateral treaties, for example, India and UK has done a treaty recently. Like so, these are the topics which we have to cover in international news. Similarly, in national news, guys, government schemes and initiatives, some new laws. All right. For example, you should be reading about what is SIR, right? National awards, important days, state-wise development. Some state has taken some loan from, let's say, ADB for development projects. Got it? So, states in news. For example, recently, Gujarat has been selected, okay, for the Commonwealth Games, especially Ahmedabad. So these kind of news we are going to cover in the national news. Then the economy part, guys. In economy only, we cover the banking related news, okay, union budget and economic survey, key economic indicators, and we would be covering this thing from the current point of view. For example, let's say recently IMF have said that or predicted that GDP of India is for this financial year is going to be 7.1%. All right. So rather than reading about IMF, we would be reading about the GDP estimate. Or let's say SBI has become the sixth largest company in terms of market capitalization. So these kind of news, we would be focusing more on these kind of stuff. All right. Similarly, stock market, capital market related things we are going to cover here. Got it? Next, in defense, guys, special focus on military exercises, special focus on DRDO, right? DRDO, joint military exercises. And see, guys, for covering different sectors now for different themes, there is a proper framework. For example, let's say in defense, I told you that we have to cover military exercises. Now, in military exercises, what we have to cover? Countries involved. The name of the countries are very important. The venue of the exercise is very important. Name of the exercise is very important. All right. And edition of the exercise is very important. Got it? Similarly, let's say there is a some new kind of weapon DRDO has designed. Then name of the weapon is very important. The characteristics of the weapon, let's say range or warhead carrying capacity, who built it, right? These are the framework for different type of news. We have to cover different framework. All right. So like this, you have to cover everything. And guys, we have already started our course for Nainital Bank at Oliveboard app. Okay, you can go on the Oliveboard app and you can enroll in this course. And now, guys, whenever you join the course, you can use my code Yash. Okay, you will get maximum discount whenever you want to join whatever course you want to join at Oliveboard. This code is going to give you maximum discount. All right. Now, guys, in science and tech, very important area. For example, space missions by ISRO. For example, recently Gaganyaan mission was in news, right? Or let's say new some satellite launched by NASA. For example, recently Copernicus satellite was launched. Got it? Innovation in biotech field. So where focus would be on space tech, biotech, okay, or some energy related initiative. For example, the green hydrogen mission. All right, and cyber security. These are some of the important areas for science and tech. Then, guys, miscellaneous news I've already talked about, sports and everything. So these are the framework which you have to prepare. Now coming to the static part, guys. So I have told you, these are some of the static part. The question would be asked from this area also, but it would be very less, not more than 10% of the questions. So I advise you to go and please read about the banking and the monetary policy at least. And we have covered all these things in our courses also, so don't worry about it. Everything is getting covered in our courses. So whenever you join the Nainital Bank PO and CSA course, use the code YASH for maximum discount, YASH. All right. So I have given the list also what are the things you have to prepare. You don't have to prepare everything here, but focus on the current aspect. I'm just for your understanding, I'm going to show you what are the things covered here. All right. So guys, this was all about the Nainital Bank PO and CSA, how to prepare GA and everything, what things we have to prepare. So I believe you all have understood what things we have to prepare. So yes, the general awareness plus banking awareness, it is basically current affairs. Okay, 90% would be this thing, right? The static part, okay, especially it is basically banking knowledge, which would will be talking mostly 10% questions would be there maximum, right? So this is the what which I have to prepare. Now from where I have to prepare? So guys, Oliveboard app. We have dedicatedly started this particular course for Nainital Bank PO and CSA, so you can join this. Okay, so how you have to join it? Go to Oliveboard app, okay, and enroll in the Nainital Bank course. and use this code Yash for maximum discount. So guys, I'll be seeing you in the course itself. Till then, have a great day everyone, and Jai Hind.